Hello, my name is Chelsea Young, and I'm the Instruction and Engagement Librarian here at the Oppenheimer Library. Today I'm going to talk to you about inclusivity in learning styles and needs, gamifying education. So I like to try to put games in my instruction classes just because students seem to find it really fun and it really can help get them excited about learning, and sometimes it can help them remember things a little bit better. And overall, I think it's just something really cool, and so students learn in a lot of different ways, and sometimes doing things via a game more than just a discussion in class or a lecture that they're attending can be a new and a different way to help get them engaged with the material. So whenever I'm talking about games in the classroom, I think about fun, I think about engaging, I think about students getting very competitive about doing things, besides the fact that it uses all aspects of UDL. So whether it's like a virtual game that you have created and that you are doing, or if it's like a physical game where you're throwing the dice and you're moving your pieces around the board, anything like that that incorporates what you're trying to teach them is a really cool and interesting way to get them excited and engaged with the material that they're learning. And it kind of like hits a lot of different aspects of who your students are, what they're interested in, and how they best learn. So it utilizes engagement because students can want to play. Like I said, it's not just sitting and being sitting in a lecture. It's not just sitting in a discussion where hopefully they've read the material and can come to class with actual discussion questions and thoughts. So this is just a different way to kind of get them engaged with the learning material that you're trying to do, as well as actually get them more excited about things. And there are plenty of students who will actually get really competitive about this. It can be team versus team, and you see which team gets the highest points, especially if there's like bonus points for that team. Oh my gosh, it's so much more competitive. Plus, they feel part of the learning because they get to do the hands-on part. They can, roll the dice and hope they get, the highest number, or they're trying to see how far they can get on the board before the rest of the team. It really helps them as they're going along. Like if you do a virtual escape room, am I going to beat the last person's time, or hey, I'll have to have the highest time to get out, things like that help really get them engaged with the content and with what you're trying to get them to learn. But it also gives them some representation. It allows all of the students to participate. In groups, sometimes that can be really difficult, but I've found sometimes if you make sure that at least everybody in the group has to answer at least one question, or everybody has to at least make one comment in order to get the points for the day or something like that, really helps push to get everybody involved. So it gives all the students a chance to say something, to show how they're engaged with this material, whether they know the material or they don't. And it shows that they have a voice in the game. It shows that they can move things forward. Like, oh yeah, I did this and our team moved up 5 points. Things like that really show help give them a sense of ownership and excitement about the material that they're learning. So it gives them a voice, not just in the game but in the learning as well. And then expression, it gives them a voice to show what they're understanding and to ask questions, because sometimes whenever it's in a game, it challenges them to show how much of the material that they understand, and sometimes asking questions about the game aspect can show maybe areas of the learning that they're not quite getting, and this can help further that and help them build a better understanding of what you're trying to teach them. Plus, doing something physically or mentally can help stimulate them. I know for me, sometimes just sitting in a classroom, if I've had a really bad night and I'm really tired, it's really hard to stay awake. So having to be up and moving or paying attention to, the dice that's going on over here or the questions being answered over here can really help, do a lot to help wake me up, make it a little bit easier for me to pay attention and to learn, because I'm like, oh, there's this, oh, there's that, oh, it's really cool. And it just really helps to stimulate that person and can help, keep them more excited, engaged in what is going on. So I wanted to show you some examples of games that can be done. So we have a Wheel of Fortune game that can be played. This is virtual. You can put it up on a computer screen, and you can, at your computer, you can, have a wheel. This can also probably be made in person. And you go through, you have, it's just like Wheel of Fortune on TV. You can do that and assign bonus points. It's really fun. Students have liked that. We have a Jeopardy game. This one sometimes feels a little hit or miss whether students are familiar with Jeopardy or not, but it's been really fun for them. This has gotten a really good positive feedback. There's other games that can be played, like Family Feud, Millennium, and plenty of others. There's virtual escape rooms, there's physical escape rooms that can be done. Just lots of different ways to bring gaming into your class, and it can be specifically over like one lecture, or it could be like a whole program. So anything like that can help bring student engagement, and it brings all of them in, because they can all see like how what they're doing is furthering their team, their points, and it can just get really exciting. So let me pull back. And so that is all I have for at the moment. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Here's my email, my office phone, and my office if you wanted to come by. I can show you what games I have, and we can talk more games if you want. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.